Assalamu alaikum. Let's start Golgi apparatus or Golgi body, as also known as the delivery system of cell, and it is discovered by Camillo Golgi in 1898. And Golgi body is absent in prokaryotic cells and present in eukaryotic cell. In eukaryotic cell, mature RBC is exception, where it is not found. Some more exceptions are also there. Golgi bodies arise from membrane of endoplasmic reticulum. So means this Golgi body, it's arise from the endoplasmic reticulum. It's generally located near the nucleus, and Golgi complex consists of three distinct components: flattened sacs. Here you see in this picture cisternae. These are the flattened sacs. They are called cisternae, and they are almost running parallel to each other. Here you can see they are parallel to each other. So it's made up of flattened sacs, that is cisternae, cluster of tubules, and the vesicles. Golgi body can be found attached to the endoplasmic reticulum also. In lower organisms like in invertebrates and in plant cells, they just smaller units of this Golgi apparatus, they just diffused in the cytoplasm, and the name given to those diffused or improperly developed Golgi complex known as dictyosome. So this Golgi complex is not properly developed in the plant cells and the invertebrates, and that is given to the name given to this type of Golgi complex is dictyosome. Here you just see the dictyosome. Golgi body consists of two phases, cis phase and the trans phase. So here you see this concave face of the Golgi body is known as cis phase. Here this is the concave side, cis phase, and the convex side, this is called trans phase. So it's having two phase, cis phase and the trans phase. Now what are the function of the Golgi apparatus? It helps in the secretion of mucus, enzyme and hormone, and the material synthesized near the endoplasmic reticulum is transported to various target sites inside and outside cell through Golgi apparatus. And it also helps in the storage of secretory products or secretory substances. So it helps to secrete as well as it helps to storage also. Golgi body help in packaging of substances from one cell organelle and dispatch to another cell organelle. So it is also known as post office of the cell. The name given to the Golgi body, or you can say another name given to it, post office of the cell or the delivery system of the cell. Why? Because it help in packaging of substances from one cell organelle and dispatch it to the another cell organelle. Now let's start another cell organelle, that is plastid, and it is only found in plant cell, or you can say eukaryotic plant cells. So it is also known as the kitchen of a plant cell, and they are of three types: chromoplast, chloroplast and leucoplast. Chromo means colored, plasto means formed. So they are fat soluble yellow, orange, red colored pigments, means they are the different colorful substances, and they are the fat soluble, and they mostly present in petal and fruits, means the color provided to the petals, means to flower or the fruits and the vegetable. This is provided by the chromoplast only. Xanthophyll is yellow color pigment, carotene is orange red pigment, and the blue, violet and purple color, it's because of the anthocyanin. The anthocyanin is a pigment which is dissolved in the cell shape and which gives the color blue, violet, purple. So another type of plastid is chloroplast. Here is a structure. It is double membranous structure. So it's a structure of chloroplast. Chloro means grain and plasto means formed. So it's a grain plastid. It's found in green part of the plant, means in the leaf and young stem, in sepals also. So the green color of the plant part is because of the chlorophyll, and it is found in the chloroplast. So it's a double membranous structure. It's a outer membrane and inner membrane, and this is the matrix, that is also known as stroma. And here this is the disc shaped. You see, it's a disc shape. So many disc shapes are stacked one above the other. So this disc shape is known as thylakoid. And this the chlorophyll is filled. They are the disc shaped structure in which the chlorophyll is there. And a track of the thylakoid is known as granum. Here they just all together, it's known as granum. And these granum are interconnected with the lamellae, that is called intergrana lamellae or fret lamellae. Intergrana lamellae or fret lamellae. So here are some these structures. This is called stroma. This is called grana or granum. A single is granum, and together plural is grana, and the single is thylakoid. And interconnected lamellae is known as intergrana lamellae or the fret lamellae. So the main function is to it help to manufacture food, because it having capability to trap the solar light or sunlight. And as we know that sunlight is very important for the photosynthesis, and its function is to trap the sunlight. It contains DNA, RNA, and the various enzymes essential for photosynthesis. It contains ribosomes also. As I told you that it's known as plastroribosome. The ribosome which is present in the plastid is known as plastroribosome. So along with this all part, it contains ribosome, DNA, RNA, and various other enzymes which are needed for the photosynthesis. Now the third type of plastid is leucoplast. Leuco means white, and plasto means formed. So these are colorless plastid, and they have no pigment. Because of that, they just white in color, or colorless you can say, or the white in color means no color is there. Colorful pigments are not there in it. Because chloroplast, the green pigment is there, and and the colorful pigments are there, and the function is to just store the substances. So they are categorized into three categories on the basis what substance they store. Leucoplasts are colorless or the white plastid, and they are categorized into three categories: aleuroplast, amyloplast, and ileoplast. So aleuroplast store protein, amyloplast store starch, and ileoplast store fat. Now the next cell organelle is centrosome or centriole, and it's only found in the animal cell only, and this is non-membranous cell organelle. So centrosome and centriole are found in only animal cell, and centrosome is the small naked protoplasmic structure. Naked protoplasmic structure because it's a non-membranous structure. So protoplasm is naked, it's not having any covering around it, and usually it is found near the nucleus. So centrosome consists of two small granular structure you can say, and they are known as centrioles. So one centrosome consists of two centrioles, and which lie at 90 degree or right angle to each other, like this. Here I have made a small bit. They just lie each other at right angle to each other. During cell division, these centrioles migrate to the opposite pole of the cell. They just means at the time of cell division, these centrioles they just move to the opposite pole of the cell, and that helpful in cell division, that regulate the cell division you can say, because it helps in spindle formation during the cell division. So centrosome is only found in animal cell, and it is made up of two centrioles. Centrioles are also known as cartwheel structure. Cartwheel structure, CART, cartwheel structure. and it helpful in cell division, means it initiate as well as it regulate, and it helpful in spindle formation. So this is a very important cell organelle, as per that it is helpful in the cell division. Another cell organelle is lysosomes. Lyso means digestion, so means body. Means lysosome are actually they help in intercellular digestion. So lysosomes are membranous sacs budded off from Golgi bodies. Lysosome is single membranous cell organelle, and it is budded off from the Golgi bodies, means it's formed by the Golgi bodies, and the enzyme released by the rupture of lysosome help in intercellular digestion by destroying and digesting foreign substances around them. Means the function of lysosome to engulf and digest the foreign substances. Sometimes the enzyme is released more in amount, and as a result the whole cell is damaged, and that's why because of this, that the whole cell is damaged or digested because of this extra release of enzyme, is known as suicide bag of the cell. So the name given to the lysosome is suicide bags of the cell, or another name cell scavengers. We can another name cell cleaner or digestive bag also. Means these are the name of lysosome: suicidal bag, cell scavenger, cell cleaner, digestive bag. They all are the name of the lysosome. So because of the hydrolytic enzyme, sometime it removes whole entire cell, sometime part of the cells. Usually its function is to remove cell waste or the foreign bodies which enter in the bodies, but sometime it digests entire cell also or part of the cell also. We studied the term metamorphosis in 4th class. So metamorphosis occur in frog. Tadpole is having tail, and later on it degenerate or is finished. So that is actually digested by, or what you can say, that is removed by the lysosome only. So lysosome, they digest the tail of tadpole. Now another cell organelle is vacuole, and vacuole is actually maintain the shape of the cell, and it is a single membranous cell organelle. So its single membrane is known as tonoplast. This like here it's a vacuole like, and the membrane of the vacuole is tonoplast, and the liquid which is there inside the vacuole, that is called cell sap. Cell sap is actually the solution of water and mineral. Here the solution of water mineral present, that is called cell sap. So usually it is present in the animal cell and permanent plant cell. Means in meristematic cell it is absent. Vacuoles are absent in meristematic cell, and around 50 to 90% space in plant it is occupied by the vacuole only. So in permanent cell around 50 to 90% space is filled or occupied by the vacuole. So here what are the things? The membrane of the vacuole is tonoplast, and the liquid or the fluid which is filled in the vacuole is cell sap, and it helps to keep the cell in shape. Like vacuole help the cell to maintain turgid. Turgid means maintain the shape only, and they play an important role in growth by helping in the elongation of cell. They provide a watery environment for the accumulation and storage of water soluble compounds. Means so it acts as a storing unit also. In that sugar, mineral and pigment can be stored. And in protozoa like amoeba and paramecium, vacuole help in getting rid of waste, body waste. So vacuole in the lower organism, they help to excrete out the waste from the body also.